it's also converting the other recording. Since it crashed, it stopped that recording, so it's converting that one, but it's almost done with it, so we should be good. It's 99% done converting the other one. So now I'll have to mend those two and put them together after the game.
Who's holding the house money?
What's that?
Who's holding the house money?
I think Demetra is.
No, you're not.
How
Not
much
you.
house money right
Your
now?
vote is null and void. I'm sorry?
What's in the house funds right now? I thought we each got individual gold last time.
Yeah, we don't have any house money, really. But we need to pool some funds for the house, right? What do we want to do about that?
Yeah, like I'm down to start a house money fund.
Hey, Malcolm, is there like a bank in the city?
There is. You guys have just never really explored any of that, so it's always been like, remember,
We're a bunch of gutter snipes. You want us to go?
You guys were talking about getting the business off the ground. It's like you guys could also take a loan, one way, but I imagine that. I mean, there definitely have to be. I definitely got to do a little bit more thinking about. I definitely haven't set up a bank, but yeah, I don't see why that wouldn't be possible.
I think that we should first get together and just see how much money we each have for the house. And then my thinking was not to get a loan per se, but to at least have a place maybe to bank does interest.
Are y'all all here, or y'all just off screen? Y'all just all running off screen tonight?
I am eating now.
Oh, okay.
If we're recording, I'd rather that not be recording.
All right. I'm just like, I like seeing faces. I'm like, where everybody at? But okay, you don't have to. do you? Let's see. Well, you know what? I want to be more interesting about this. I think we've all seen a seance. We've all read about one. We've all seen plenty of them in movies. So even though Liff kind of is negotiating and kind of like running this thing, I imagine that the way it goes is more how I think you all would think it would go. So I would like, what do you think it looks like? What do you think what maybe Eldrekhan or whoever would like to, how are you guys sitting? I would like you to kind of like take a little bit of control, a little ownership of the scene, how you guys have set the house, how you set the mood for it. And only if there's something that I think completely cannot be done in like Liff is like, it has to be this way, Liff will step in. But
and do you guys mind if I
no, I think our
spiritualist
should be. So
for Amnon, I would put the book in the center of an open room, and then I would start drawing circles around it.
So no table.
Huh?
Ixnay on the table. You're gonna do it in an open.
I think it's just because we're basically exercising a book. So whatever is in the book, we have to try to contain it. And I think that the best way to contain this would be with a circle. Same way my sigil was helping me contain me talking to the patron, maybe. Don't want to break the table. Well, maybe we should do it on the table. Burn into the table instead of the floor.
What do you think?
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Demetrius steps forward, and because it's like I don't know much about.
1 second while I get Uza.
Damn, the old lady ran off, so we gotta get the old lady. Well, because here's my idea. I'm gonna float it while Malcolm's not here. What if we used my shield with the sigil of Muhammad on the front as the thing we put the book on top of?
That's interesting.
You can try it. And then we
that's
a dope idea.
Saluna also have some kind of holy.
Because I was gonna say I could sit next to Eldrekhan, and I was gonna pour.
Okay, Dimitri, continue. I'm sorry, somebody else was talking at that point.
Because my thing is, I'm not really up on. I'm here to help, but you guys all know by now that I'm kind of new at this magic situation. But I'm still wondering where to.
Oh, sorry. I imagine us all just like huddled together right now, like,
we're in the huddle.
Outside, and we're just whispering to each other.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna run off, head to the basement, come back with this like dusty robe, kind of put it over my head. All right. I'm ready for this.
Oh God. Okay.
Elric's here, 110%.
Do this Eldrekhan style.
Machina has just covered himself in candles.
Nice. Melting them to his armor. What were you saying though, Cheryl?
Well, Demetria was saying if we're discussing whether we want to move the table or not, she'll say like, well, I don't know much about this situation, but I know one power that I trust. What if we put the book on top of this? And she's gonna hold out her shield with the symbol of Bahamut on the front. I mean, like if it's a question of whether we're putting it on a table or putting it on the floor, why not put it on this?
Eldrekhan's just gonna be like, anything anyone wants to contribute, amazing. Bahamut, absolutely. I don't know what else everyone worships. Don't ask religion.
Eldrekhan, I have a great idea. Let us put the book on the table, circle around the book, and put another circle around the table. Each of us put something of our own that we believe in on the circle around the book. And then that way, that would put a little bit of our own into this protection to help us. So whatever's gonna come out of that book, hopefully it just at least stays put there. So that way we can get the bunny to kill it.
He said the word.
Oh, sorry. I meant, they.
I mean, he said it, but then he also said that she could one-shot whatever monster is here. So I mean, compliments.
Balance.
I mean, I do think
her ears switch a little bit, and she's like, he touches the stud of the other armor that he helped her get a discount on, and it's okay, we're gonna let this go, and then she throws a blanket on top of Rom in the form of a hood to also look like Eldrekhan. So
nice style.
Oh, everyone is trolling, isn't it?
Wait, we're trolling with love. We're trolling with love, like family does.
I like the style. I think it's cool.
Is Eldrekhan wearing a cloak?
I mean, canon, he tossed it into the bay.
I remember that. Yeah.
It is funny right now, so I'm just going with it.
Eldrekhan, you got rid of your cloak?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
two sessions ago.
Threw it into the sea to symbolize.
So what does he? How does he keep him when he's in the day? What does he rock? Does he keep just the hood?
I assume because that technically was the robe he paid for, right? So I assume he still has an old tatty robe,
right?
Toss on at certain times, like his original one. But there are plans for that in the future. An adapted outfit.
I can't wait to talk to my gym. I imagine, I think that also Lift tells you that, sun goes down, time goes on. I imagine it's closer to around midnight where this needs to be done. So you guys have had some time to kind of prep the house, plan, get the floorboard right. Lift does say that you also will need to connect yourselves to each other, whether that be holding hands or locking arms or something like that. And then when you are prepared, we can begin.
Ravi's gonna pour a goblet of milk and a goblet of wine, and then he's gonna unsheath his sword and remove his necklace, and he's gonna kind of wrap it around the hilt, and he's just gonna hold on to it as we're kind of doing that seance.
All right.
Don't forget the protection from good and evil on
that also.
Amnon.
Thank you. I also do that thing where I explained earlier that I do the three stars on his forehead, 2 under his left eye, and 2 under his right eye.
Just can't help but think to himself this is fucking badass. And watching everyone in there and what they're contributing, he's just what the fuck, this is going to work.
Amnon just looks at each person.
So
for once, Amnon is the one that's this is a load of barnacles. Eldrekhan buys it. He's down, but Amnon's
Amnon's just nervous right now and just scared that he's gonna fuck everything up.
Tempe doesn't understand what's happening, but he comes back from the other room with a blanket over his head.
I mean, if we're doing this, we're doing this.
Just one more.
Come on.
We are all Death Eaters now. or ring wraiths. Which one? Whatever one you.
Come on.
Everybody's got their hoods.
I love Ring Wraith. Let's do it.
Oh my gosh.
Cheryl, that's from a movie called Lord of the Rings. So
I'm getting Johanna's husband now. They got married. Johanna's husband, Steven, he has like the Blu-ray Super 4K edition, and we're gonna sometime in the next couple of weeks, we're gonna have one day marathon.
Extended.
I'm gonna watch the extended editions.
Yeah.
I've done that before. It is exhausting when it's over. It's so awesome, but it's like 12 hours.
It's very fulfilling though.
The plan
it is very fulfilling.
Breakfast, one movie, lunch, one movie, dinner, or something like that.
Yeah.
So with the breaks in between, it's gonna be like a 16-hour deep. Like
and once you finish it, you get a certificate in the mail. It's great.
Yeah.
I better, Sean. Looking at you, I better get my nerd card back after that.
I'm gonna hand make it. It's gonna be amazing.
You put on nice like resume paper and shit.
Oh, that's going on the wall. It's
gonna look like a Harvard diploma.
Yes.
And so suddenly, Eldrekhan, his like chest kind of raises as he feels something like move into him. His Lif kind of starts to guide him. He says, and he hears like Lif's voice. Lif's always been talking, but for the first time he hears Lif's voice say, "Do not worry, I will guide you." And Eldrekhan's eyes kind of flash a bright color for a moment. And he begins to kind of whisper and chant. And with all that you have contributed to this ceremony, to this ritual so far, you have really helped those who are channeling their arcana into it. And so Machina, Amnon, Eldrekhan, I mean, you're all casters, really. Ravi, Demetria, and so all of you will gain advantage on this arcana roll that you are going to take right now as everyone. And this kind of symbolizes the moments of you trying to get yourself in the right headspace, trying to channel your energies correctly. Give me an arcana check from everyone. Except unless Elric.
Not me.
Tell me, if you cast, then give me an arcana check. Actually, here's the thing. What I want to know: if you cast, here's what I will say. What I meant to say: if you cast, you're going to roll. If you like have any kind of religion, like you're connected to a god, then you're going to get the advantage. If you're a wizard, you're going to get the advantage. If you're a sorcerer or if you're a warlock, you're going to get advantage. So it'd be I'm thinking it's Amnon, it's Eldrekhan, it's Machina, and Demetria, and everyone else.
I've got a religion, but I'm not magical.
But you're not magical. Yeah, so this is for an arcana check. Yeah, this is like the magic. Lif needs to like stabilize the arcanic element of this ritual now. To kind of lock everybody in, to hone them, to keep them protected. He also tells you to do not, for any reason, let go or and disconnect your ties to each other, or break the circle.
No sweaty hands.
Yes.
Did I not have advantage on that?
You would have a regular roll.
Okay. Damn it. All right.
4. With advantage of 4.
Me too.
Oh, matching.
Or except that you can hold Machina's hand, he doesn't sweat.
All covered in oil.
Tempe's not going nowhere near that robot. Get out of here.
Like as Lif is like saying, like, you need to hold your connection to each other. Dimitri's like, don't think about all the things that annoy you. Don't think about that time it took my food.
So I heard 4 from Ravi and 4 from Demetria.
Dirty
7.
Ravi, you would have got advantage as well too from this.
No, I rolled 2 4s.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
y'all about the.
I got a 4.
Some ill shit.
Oh my god!
Yo, 19.
Let's fight a beholder.
So 24.
Family.
4 might be the color, like, but the number of this demon. Like, what is this?
I rolled
4
24.
means death.
So 24 for Machina.
We summon Tiamat.
And we all got low.
No, we summoned
Eldrekhan. What'd you
get?
And a dirty 20 for Eldrekhan.
Okay, so you're locked in. Everyone else is kind of struggling to get into this. 23.
Uncomfortable. Yeah.
For those that count the most, seems like they got it, nailed it. as you start to all kind of start to feel something, not anything good or bad, and little Uzi is like closing her eyes. You all feel connected, and then Lift begins to kind of whisper as he's able to, there's no shock, there's nothing that kind of throws you off as he's able to kind of navigate, and he tells everyone to kind of clear their minds, clear themselves, and to just be in a meditative place. Here's where I need wisdom checks from everyone, and these are no advantages, no, just wisdom, not wisdom save, but just a wisdom check. It's not an insight check, it's just wisdom, straight up wisdom.
22.
Nice.
16.
30, 20.
17.
5.
10.
4 on Arcana makes sense.
we roasted ourselves so hard on the Arcana rolls that now Dice God's being merciful.
I'm just like, Ravi doesn't know anything about arcane magic. He's a divine caster.
18.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I mean, that's true. I mean, Dimitri has a -1 wisdom. This doesn't make sense. So
That's all that we're adding to that roll, right? Is our wisdom modifier?
Yep, just your wisdom.
Then a 13 for me.
All right. It gets starts to get like cold in the room, and there's a flicker from the candles. Some of them that are on Machina kind of go out, but most of them are still there. The shield in the middle of the room kind of like rattles for a second, like almost like a tremor through the house. And there's a voice that goes, Uza, are you there? And Lif tells Eldrekhan, Lif is telling you what you can say and share, but Lif is like, he appears to be approaching Jem Solazov. We are on the right track. And little Uza calls out, Jim, yes, it's me, I'm here. And he goes, I want to be free. With your wisdom, how are you all, is there anything you want to add to like kind of where you feel you're at connected to this, if anything? Otherwise we just continue. Yeah, so far so good.
Amnon is when he's concentrating on the spirit, he's not concentrating on bringing the spirit necessarily here, but trying to at least shield us and have the spirit pass over. That's what he was like concentrating on.
If we're all connected, like emotionally, Machina is just thinking, "What is this?"
We cover for him. It's fine.
Strangely, Tempe is probably the same exact thing.
Demetra holding on to like Tempe's hand, holding on to Ravi. Demetra is like thinking to herself, like, for the first time, I think she gets it. Like, yeah, okay, these are my friends. This is my family. If I was shuffling off the mortal coil, I probably would also want that one final glance. So even though she has shit wisdom, she managed to roll okay. So that connection with the spear, she's able to make up for Tempe not feeling really there.
And then there is this like, Lif tells Eldrekhan, but there's something with him, something that has him bound. And you can all hear this kind of like kind of rattle. And you can, I guess what you're getting the feeling, and you can communicate however you want with the party, but like it's it has him trapped, and he can't come any further. And like Amnon saying, Amnon, you need him to be free and pass over. to draw him closer, and you're starting to even get this feeling, Amnon, to draw him closer, maybe even in Machina feels it, that drawing him closer, and Lift definitely knows it, draws the darker spirit with him.
Amnon's gonna turn to Eldrekhan, and I'm gonna be like, we have to destroy the dark spirit. That's the only way to do this. We have to bring him in here now, and somebody has to run her out.
What's the lady's name again?
Uza.
It's Uza. Do you have 2 husbands?
No, just one. And run me. What is this? I can't. I'm not supposed to let go of the circle.
As we notice this other figure there, Ravi is gonna like tighten his grip on his blade. It's like probably even drawing a little bit of blood, trying to focus on see if there's a way to sever that tie between them.
Nice.
If you think this is the only way,
I don't know, but this is the feeling that I'm getting. Ravi, are you having the same feeling? What do you think?
What am I feeling? Is there a way to separate them?
You're feeling the same thing, like the dark presence, but also the presence of Jim, the goodness in him. But to separate them, you might have to destroy the darker spirit.
Should we ask Jim what this darker spirit may be? If he can enlighten us what we're maybe getting ourselves into?
To get that answer, as Lift says, I'm going to see if I can suppress its power, weaken it. Taking you into that third level, he says, he tries to channel this through Eldrekhan, that you could, here's where you could use everything that's in you, whatever the things that you've contributed, like such as the Demetria's call to Bahamut, Ravi's Salune, maybe your religion checks in this third level. Should in the spirit.
Should people that don't have religion not roll?
No, yeah. If you don't really have religion, you won't roll.
Okay.
So this makes this check hard, more difficult. So, Salune, Demetria, Ohan, you can.
Yeah, I think I'll try.
Amnon can.
I'll use my inspiration.
Machina has religion, kind of, but it's more studying the warriors of old, so it's not really like a actual religion.
Ooh.
I got 11.
Oh shit.
We're doing really good so far, guys. We got
something about this campaign.
Oh,
The
geez,
rolls
3.
are either great or they're so garbage.
Yes.
That's why I took the lucky feat. I was like,
Ravi get?
That's it.
A 4.
Ooh.
Say that if I got a 3.
So in this moment, the room is like kind of shuddering, and the book is starting to glow this really like deep greenish color. And Liff is trying to hold on, and it's not so much that you all see it physically, but almost in your mind's eye, you can tell that each one of these fails has opened up like a doorway, a doorway in the room to another place. And there's a chance that something is going to step out of that doorway. If you can't, or multiple things will step through that doorway if you cannot close them. The religion checks are not working, and so here's where you guys are starting to feel this very uneasiness in your body, like almost anxiety rising up, rolling through you, trying to force you to break like your wisdom and your focus. Can I have a con save from you all? I know this is
all of us, right?
every single person.
Got 10.
17.
A 13.
Another 3.
7.
12. Jeez, we got really bad rolls on that.
Well, we're fighting.
All right, and so as you notice, it's not describing how one of you. It's like you're either succeeding or failing together in this. As you feel like a bit of energy push back from the middle of the room, and you all get blown back like 5 feet, forcing you to let go of each other. And as you stagger back, you all feel like you just can't, like you're falling in slow motion, and the room just kind of like that just bathes in that green light as you fall backwards. Even Uza herself claps over. You hear the it's very silent, and then there's almost like this thumping of the beating of a heart, and there's a figure standing at the center of the room.
Oh, hi, Mark.
that was such an epic moment, and then
Who have you been messing around with?
So, and it just kind of if you start to kind of come to your vision kind of blurry, this 12-foot figure shrouded and cloaked. It's like very skinny, almost bony gray fingers clasped over, looking down over you all, very melancholy, sad face, no real eyes, almost a bit of smokiness inside of them, and a grim kind of dour frown, no facial hair or anything. It seems to be almost like the spirit of you get the feeling of whoever this was, whoever this being, they were maybe nobility or royalty in another life. More things to collect. I'll find servants to take to the other side. Yes, you all will serve me well. At this moment, you're kind of laying there. What do you do? What do you say? And from inside the shrouding of his chest, you hear like a let me out, and little Uzis goes, "That's my Jim. Jim, are you there?" And he's like inside of this thing's kind of like body.
Can I telepathically have my imp sting the creature?
You can. You want to make an attack?
I'm gonna telepathically tell him to go in.
As Amnon is having this happen, Dimitri is gonna stand up, if I can.
You can definitely, yeah.
Stand up, sort of shoulder the shield on one hand, and pull out the mace, and she's gonna shout, "I only serve Bahamut. Release the spirit."
This Bahamut, you will learn to serve me. I am a taker of souls, a hoarder of gold.
Can I cast Sacred Flame?
Yeah.
I'm also going to cast False Life.
Roll initiative.
Could I have stood up before initiative?
Yeah, that was what I was planning to do.
Yeah, same.
Demetrius says, "Bet."
Yeah, we gotta stand up.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say the only people that stood up are the ones I heard stood up. So who said that? Who stood up?
Demetrius standing.
I mean, I just said I cast False Life. I didn't stand up yet.
I was planning to jump onto the, if I can, jump onto the table, the bar table.
Had you said you would stand up? You stood up?
I didn't say anything yet. I was planning to jump onto the bar table.
You'll have to do that. Yeah,
I want to stand up.
I just didn't say it because I was waiting for everyone to talk.
I think I only heard like one or two of you said you were standing up, right? That means it doesn't mean you're not standing up. It just means that you are standing up in the time frame, just like everyone else in the middle of all of this.
In that case, Amnon would definitely be saying because he'd be expecting this.
Yeah, I'm a rather cast the false light than stand up.
Okay, what I'll need is let's see here. Let's start with initiative. Machina, what'd you get?
I got a whopping 5.
Oof, okay.
Big 5. Big 5.
Elric?
7.
Big 7. All about the energy.
Eldrekhan?
21.
Oh, nice. Ravi?
23.
Burrfoot?
17.
Okay. That. And Amnon? Did I already say Oh no, go ahead.
I got an 8.
8. And Elric did I already get you for 7?
Yep.
Yep. And then Machina for 5. Demetria, was it 4?
No, that was my old shitty roll. I got an 11.
11. Nice.
New shitty roll.
And the new shitty roll. Fresh off the press of the shitty roll.
And Tippy, what'd you
Malcolm,
get?
I got a dirty 20.
Okay, good stuff. All right. So if I'm not mistaken, and Ravi, you got a 23?
Yeah.
Nice. So it's Ravi and then Eldrekhan, then Tempe, then Burrfoot. Okay. And the creatures kind of stand there. So yeah, if you had described, I think I heard a sacred flame going off.
Yes.
Then absolutely go for it.
Cool. So it's a dex save 13.
Yep. So that fire flings out towards the spirit.
I imp got an 18 to hit too.
Okay. It hit. Your imp hits, and it does.
So the sting is what is this thing? Target must make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Okay. All right. Constitution save. It's a 14.
All right. So that passes. So he takes 5 piercing damage just from the sting alone.
Okay.
And then you take half as much of poison damage. So I'll roll for that right now. I just want to make sure I'm rolling the right dice here. 3d6. You got 11, so half of that.
He takes none of it.
Okay.
Oh fuck!
High level.
He takes a small portion of the piercing.
Oh, I thought you were.
Oh shit!
No,
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
None of the poison. As the stinger, and then we move to who was that Ravi?
Ravi, DC 13.
DC, and I dex save, right? Okay, sorry.
Mhm.
Let's see. All right, that's gonna be a fail. He's just standing there. Yeah, he just hits him.
So that's 5 radiant damage.
All right, that definitely does damage.
And then I'm going to get up and then bonus action hide behind the bar.
Nice. I'll create some more light here soon. Get right here, which is enough space to get up. Sacred flame, and then of course jump behind that bar. Behind the bar there. All right. Eldrekhan, you are up. This doesn't stay. Yeah. Okay. Just sorry. I'm not trying to rush you. I didn't just making sure y'all could hear me and I'm not going out again or something.
I'm gonna fire off a scorching ray at him.
Sure, you're standing up. Yep. So you're
Right. Yes. Standing up first. Am I within 5
you guys,
feet?
Yeah. You said within 5 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can back up. You're not in you are right within 5 feet, so you can either move in or you could back away without an opportunity to attack if you want to.
Okay, got you. Absolutely. Back away without opportunity. And I'll just fire off those 3 scorching rays.
All right.
Hey, Malcolm.
Yes.
Would it have made a difference that the imp's attacks are considered magical to overcome resistances?
They are considered magical?
With my investment of the Chainmaster, it is now.
Okay, then that would have done the full 5 on just the piercing.
Okay, cool.
Yep, so I'll give you the... All right.
So a natural 1 of 14 and a 16 to hit.
And so he kind of waves his hand, throwing your magic off to the side as you try to, as you fire your spell. If there's not anything else, we move to Tempe.
So a 14 and a 16 both didn't hit too?
14, 16 on him, both miss.
Damn. Okay, sorry.
Oh.
Sure I didn't get that wrong.
Damn.
So I basically see these guys this stuff glancing off this monster, right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I think Tempe doesn't really realize he doesn't know that this isn't something he probably can't kill easily. So I think he's going to probably close the distance and try to attack this thing.
All right. So he goes in, he's right there, goes rushing in, blades out, right? And
yeah, 100%. 18.
That hits.
Six damage.
Okay.
Which probably doesn't do much.
You feel him. You feel the blade kind of go through a bit of the spirit and slightly connect somewhere inside. Yeah. And there's a little shiver of, similar to when you were fighting that specter before. The strange thing about all this thing is that the whole combat feels like it's kind of in slow motion. You feel like, you can feel every moment, every pull of your muscle. You can hear, as Eldrekhan is firing off his spell, you can hear his voice kind of rolling and kind of echoing. Everything is just kind of being drawn out here in this moment. But you do connect, so that did damage.
So I definitely feel like it did damage, right?
Yeah, it just wasn't as strong. You would have done more damage had you sliced a normal human being, right? Like that you cut a man on his arm or took his finger off.
Can I?
Because from your experience of fighting these specters, and you're always kind of slicing through them, but you still connect some kind of material that's in there that makes them.
Can I expel? Because I hit him, can I use a superiority die and use distracting strike? So because I hit him and I cause damage on the next roll against him, then that attacker will have advantage.
Okay. Yes.
All right, then I'm gonna use that.
Okay.
That also I think it also adds damage, right?
Yeah, you add one of your superior die to the damage.
Which is a D8, right? So that's going to be 4 more damage. So 10 damage total, and the next person gets advantage.
I like it. So as you're fighting through Burrfoot, you're up. So quick, even though you were down, of course you're standing up, and you got at least half your movements to drop back if you need to make a shot or whatever you're gonna do.
Okay, cool. Bonus action, I'm gonna Hunter's Mark it right away.
Got it.
Yep. We're not within melee. I wouldn't provoke an opportunity attack to back up.
You're not going to provoke.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna back up as far as I can because I have to get up and use half my movement, so 15 feet.
Okay.
And then shoot at it with advantage. Thanks, Tempe. Oh, I did it. So 18 to hit.
Okay, that will hit.
Awesome. Okay. So I'll write all this down too. So 6. Do you want? I need to give it to you in its forms, correct?
Yes, please.
Okay. So 11 piercing.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And then 5 from the hunter's mark. And then Grom's reaction, which is magical fire, I'm sure. Yeah, because it's fire. Would be 4. So a total of 19. But 11 is the piercing.
4 from the fire.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell the fire kind of glances off, as does the arrow goes inside, but kind of gets lost, and it kind of slows down as it goes through him, and his cloak kind of shudders, and then the arrow continues through and slams into the wall on the other side of the tavern. Grom is, like I said, is breathing that fire on it, and it's kind of like rolling over, but not catching. But you are doing some damage there.
And for the hunter's mark, did I notice that it did damage?
It did. It did damage.
Okay, cool, awesome, thanks. And then that's my turn. Yeah, I just backed up as far as I could. Cool.
Enough of this. Servants, take care of them. And these like orbs around the room start to, like, these little orbs start to glow, and other specters start forming as at a moment he claps in the room, 4 of them appearing. All right, he uses a legendary action for that. So as these specters are just like materializing in front of you, all of you, kind of a bit glowing, we move to actually the specters. So one of them will go for Eldrekhan over here. And as it floats up to you, the strange thing, Eldrekhan, as it kind of comes towards the light, as it starts to materialize, it looks like it kind of looks like the way it flickers, but it appears to be a person dressed like a commoner almost. They clearly look ghoulish in their death. You can see through them, but they're cuffed, they're chained by their hands and their feet, but enough to like move around where that rattling comes from. They seem to be lost souls, and they react to the creature's command. It does try to attack with its withering touch, which D&D Beyond has been terrible in rolling. So what did I do with my D20? Let's go. Cocked. So let's roll. Ooh. So it's dirty 20 to hit you, Eldrekhan.
It looks like there's something between me and Eldrekhan, right? That he's not within 5 feet of me.
This is a table that's knocked over. This is Amnon. You're right here. There's a table, and then there's the creature.
Okay.
So you can push through you can push past the table.
For my intercept reaction, I need to be within 5 feet.
Oh, I got you. So you need to be within 5 feet of the creature.
Yeah, for the intercept.
Yeah, he's that table is about 5 feet. So
sorry, Eldrekhan.
Eldrekhan will take.
Oh, do you mind if I might not have heard? What'd you roll to hit?
A dirty 20.
I'll cast shield.
Okay. Like, so as Eldrekhan blocks the touch of the hand, one of the creatures goes in to attack Tempe for another dirty 20. For 12 necrotic damage as it touches your shoulder, Tempe.
Damn it.
So you kind of get shocked as the creature spins you around and tries to grab you again. The other one moves over to Burrfoot and strikes 18 to hit.
Hold on. Malcolm, can I use defensive duelist?
You may, if that's what you got.
Yeah, so that raises my AC by 2.
Okay.
So he'd have to get 19.
A dirty 20, right?
I got dirty 20.
You got a dirty 20, right?
Yep.
Damn it. All right.
And then the other one would do 9 necrotic damage when it touches Burrfoot. The one that's on the counter will jump down and attack for 15, which I don't think will hit you. Will attack Elric. So Elric is like moving on the ground, like throwing bar stools over.
Malcolm, can I get an opportunity attack?
You were hidden, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool. 16
hits.
For 12 damage. And I'm using my Moon Touch Rapier.
How do you destroy that one?
Just slice through it.
So as it moves down the attack, it like lingers. You slice through it and it gets down there, and the same thing that I described, and then it kind of goes and just bursts into a bunch of little spectral lights and disappears in front of you, Elric.
Nice.
Bringing me to sorry, give me 1 second. The creature standing before the main kind of ghostly specter. I think I should have used that. Let's see. It will reach out to touch Tempe directly in front of him.
Ew, no.
It is
Tempe,
going
get
to
out of there.
It's going to miss. And then it will.
$100.
That's all I can do for now. So yeah, it just kind of reaches out like, come to me, and doesn't get anything. So it is Demetria.
Yeah, I would like to vault over the table and help get that one off of Eldrekhan.
Yep. So Demetria goes flying over that table, pushing past, and jumps over, leaping, coming down with the. It's the maul she uses, or is it the?
It's a Morning Star.
Morning Star.
A Morning Star that you are letting me use bludgeoning damage on. I'm going to. Sorry, I'll discombobulate it for a second. I only rolled a hit. Unity Beyond. That's a natural 20.
Ooh!
For a
nice
25. Thank you, D&D Beyond. Good lord.
D&D Beyond.
So that is going to be a 12. 12 bludgeoning damage. And with my Crusher feat, that means every attack on this thing, if it survives after this, is going to be at advantage.
Oh, that's awesome.
Awesome.
Ooh.
And I'll knock it. Can I knock a ghost 5 feet away?
It's gonna die anyway. So it's like as you knock it back, it's like it kind of gets blown back and then bursts away. And enough of this. And in the whole room, you kind of hear. Nope.
Bonus action. Sorry, bonus action.
Do it.
I'm going to cast. Sorry, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Shield of Faith goes up, and then at that moment you hear that little clap, and then the ghostly, the noble, whatever this thing is, it says bow, and you all like hear it in your heads, and you kind of feel yourself kind of sinking as you all need to give me, everyone it can see, which is everyone in the room, I want to say it's a wisdom save, but let me just confirm. It's gotta be wisdom. Yeah, everyone give me a wisdom saving throw.
22.
18.
Nice.
Well,
5.
Also, did my turn get skipped? Pretty
got
sure
a
I was supposed to
10.
go before Demetra.
I haven't gone yet either. I don't think.
Elric, you're not Amnon. I have Demetra, Amnon, Elric, Machina. You only rolled a 5, right? Or did we? Oh, did I skip you on the last turn? Let's see.
No, I don't.
I got an 11 for this initiative round.
Oh, never mind.
I have you as so far. This is the first time the ghosts have gone. It's still the first round. This thing just has legendary actions, so it's like making it seem like but it's not its turn. So yeah, you're coming up, Machina. It's Demetria, Amnon, Elric, Machina. Still first turn. So anyone who got under a 16 just grovels on their feet. You just bow. As you feel yourself forced to do this. Until the end of your next turn, you cannot take actions, reactions. Your speed is reduced to 0. You can't be.
Damn. Can't do anything basically.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So he just made. So who all failed? I think it was. I heard Demetria and I heard Elric. But
yeah,
I failed.
I failed
with you.
What was the wait?
I think we all failed.
I passed.
Yeah, it looks like
Except for Machina.
I also passed.
Who succeeded? Yeah, that's probably the lower
Shorter list. Who succeeded?
Shorter list for sure.
Jeez.
Did Amnon succeed?
I love getting to do this with you guys. It's the mind flare all over again.
So Machina's gonna punch it and get kidnapped by this thing.
God. All right, so it's done. Doesn't do anything else. So it's Amnon. Did you pass?
No.
Oh my gosh.
My imp. Does my imp get to move?
Elric didn't pass. And then Machina passed. So Machina, you're able to get up.
So Eldrekhan will not apologize for this, but me as Travis as the player is apologizing.
It's bowing. Everyone is just like prostrate before this being.
We could have thrown the book in the fire, man.
That
last religion roll did it.
Yeah.
It's like
if I would have gotten to roll, I rolled 15 plus 5, so I would have had a dirty 20 for it.
I rolled a nat 1 at first, and then I used my inspiration and I got my 4.
Ouch.
That was eerie how everyone either in that seance either rolled high and made it or low.
Or rolled low.
Like, all together.
Machina, you're up, I think, then.
Does Elric get a chance at the end of his turn to try break it?
Yes. So Amnon gets a chance to try to break it. So you guys get another roll. Amnon, you get another roll. Elric, you get another roll right now to see if you break that.
Oh, okay.
That 16, that wisdom save.
So we beat a 16?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't break it.
Nope.
Cool.
Nope.
Throwing away this dice.
Cool. Dope.
New dice.
Bonus action blade song. And it costs half movement to stand up unless you cinematically had me stand up, resisting the command.
Yep, half movement to stand up. You're still close enough to getting close, so yeah, that shouldn't affect anything.
I'm definitely not getting close.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, so what are you doing? You're just standing
backing away and casting magic missile.
Okay.
So
nice.
There's 2 specters plus him.
Yep.
So yeah, one dart to each of them.
So 1 dart to each of the specters.
Yeah, there's 2 specters and 1 boss. So
gotcha.
3 darts,
okay, got it.
All right, a 4, a 3, and a 2 plus 1.
Surprised you didn't pummel most of the posted them into the main one. Okay, 4, a 3, and a 2. Do you want the 4? I take it you want the 4 to go into the boss, and the 3 and the 2 to go into the servants.
Yep, and then each one of those is +1, so it will be 5, 4, and 3.
Yep. 5, 4. And then so he goes, it gets kind of gets blasted. Strangely enough, what you do notice is the one that streaks out and hits him, it shatters something on like almost like an invisible barrier that was like in front of him, and he staggers back. And the shrouds on his shirt, like on the front of his robe, are now tattered, and you can see this old man inside. Uza's still down. She can't even say, but you can tell it's Jim, and kind of like inside of this thing's like rib cage, and you can tell that its AC has come down a little. It doesn't respond with anything else. It doesn't have any legendary actions to do anything, Machina. But we moved in. If there's nothing else you can do, to the top of the round. If I didn't, yep. So Ravi, you are up, but I mean, you're bowing, I imagine, right? So you're you beat it. Good. Okay. So what do you do?
Question: Is Tempe? He beat it?
Tempe?
No, hell no.
No. Tempe's bowing too.
I would ask if I broke its concentration with 5, but doubt it.
Are they?
Yeah. I still got to. It's not a spell actually. It's just an ability. So.
Are they?
Yeah, there's no concentration for it.
Ooh.
Are they considered incapacitated?
They're considered
prostrated.
Or bow to the end of their next turn. Until the bow ends, the target cannot take actions or reactions, and its speed is 0 and can't be increased.
Can we take bonus actions? I guess that counts as an action.
It can't take actions. It can't take any actions.
Yeah.
So no.
Okay.
But they don't have the condition incapacitated. Right?
No.
Okay. Cool.
No.
We're just fucked. Nothing you can do about it.
And you don't. Yeah, you're not being. You almost feel like. You feel like you're. Your mind is clear enough to know you're being forced about, but you also feel like. You almost feel like you're doing it out of like some kind of respect or reverence.
Oh,
like you're being forced to do it.
Then I'm just gonna run up to him and I'm gonna take an attack with my moon touch rapier.
Off the top of the bar.
Don't get advantage, but hopefully. 9.
That will not hit. Is that it? Move to
I will bonus action disengage and move towards Burr.
All right, so as you move towards Burr, rushing over, realizing he can't really get anything on this thing, on this creature that's slowly just kind of looking at the room. We move to Eldrekhan to try to break free.
Is it what is it, a wisdom?
It's a wisdom save.
That's a 5.
Welcome to the club.
Yep.
What the hell is going on? This is crazy.
Whatever
At least if you're prostrating, it's less likely to attack you because you're doing what it's saying. Doubtful though.
Tempe, you gotta break this.
Ooh.
What am I rolling for?
Wisdom save. You need a 16.
Oh, yeah. No, I got a 20 just now. Natural 20. Holy
nice.
shit.
Oh.
Now run out of
Even
there.
I was surprised by that. I lazily just rolled that fucking dice.
Just run.
Get his ass! Get his ass!
Except for he has to make the save at the end of his turn.
Yeah, it's at the end of his turn. So he's just breaking himself. He's just rising up as Burrfoot is trying to break hers.
No.
Damn.
Unless the nat 20 gives him his attack.
This enemy does have my respect. Respect.
The nat 20 is not supposed to give him his attack. But it would be kind of epic. So here's what I'll say. You got the nat 20. I need another wisdom save to see if you've got the will on this turn to attack. And this one's a DC 13.
Okay.
Wisdom save.
18.
All right, you can get that attack. You can make your attack.
Hell
I had
yeah.
to double check. I had to pick it up and look at it. I had to make sure it didn't actually say something else. Yes, 18. All right. Make an attack. Let's see. 25.
That hits.
That's another natural 20. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's awesome.
Sorry, I know it's a kid's show, but god damn, that's dope as fuck. Holy shit.
Kids.
Kid show.
So
on YouTube.
Damage, right? Shit. Double the dice, right? 11 damage.
All right. You know your weapon's not.
Oh wait, it's 2d4. 11. Hold on, sorry.
Yeah. Give me all. I want you to get every little bit that you can get.
19 damage.
All right. There's a chance to make it magical, so that you deliver all 19, but it could come at a cost. Tempe, just being connected to all of this, you don't, because that's kind of meta me saying that, but I think the way I would translate it is you kind of having this feeling that as you're driving this blade in, that maybe you're all being kind of connected, you're somehow synced up and you're asking for help from, maybe your soul is screaming for the aid of your friends. It won't hurt any of them per se, but like what I'm saying is it may come at a cost. Are you willing to energize your attack?
Yes.
Okay. And so as you strike forward, at the same time you feel this rush of wind as Lif pushes past you and helps like hold the blade in, and as the creature is like holding on to like Lif like channels himself and like tries to possess the ghost and goes inside of the creature, and he takes all 19 of that damage, and for the first time he looks a bit rocked, he looks a bit weak. Get out of me! And he starts to like writhe back and forth. But you can also sometimes Lift kind of like comes out of him, but he looks like he's being completely drained, being inside of this thing. But they're doing the same thing. Lift is losing a lot of power, but it's also counteracting this other creature. At that moment, we go to Burrfoot.
Oh no. I feel bad for Lift.
You'll get Burrfoot. You get advantage on this wisdom save.
Okay. Just a normal wisdom. 17.
All right, you're free, but that's still it. You're just kind of breaking the stance, and I'll say that you pretty much are able to just stand up because you're no longer prostrate. You just like stand up, get yourself together. That's removed from you.
Can I just move just back?
It happens at the end of your turn, so no.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
Because it's just because it happens. Yeah.
No, for sure.
Yeah. The spirit moves in. We'll try to attack Burr. It's not going to get anything. The one of them will move to Tempe. That is a natural 20. So 20 is as you're striking, it grabs you from another one, grabs you from the back, and then it's like, and the damage will be roll pretty low. Only surprisingly, only 6 necrotic damage.
Love it.
As it grabs onto you. I think there's only the other ones are dead. Bring us to Dimitri and then Amnon.
Save. Specialty.
Oh, actually, no. I'm sorry. I skipped my guy.
Yes.
You skipped your main guy, right?
Yeah, I skipped my main guy. But Dimitri is able to stand up, so she's able to get back in there. She had killed that.
Since I also got a natural 20, could I roll for will to see if I can attack too?
Yes, you can as well. And it's going to be the same thing at 13.
Now everybody starts to roll natural 20s. Like,
what the fuck is up with the dice tonight?
Yeah, I pulled out my emergency dice for this one because I'm hella scared.
I think my dice are mad at me that I haven't used them in a while.
I assumed that would be useless this entire time, so that was a big surprise for me.
Second one's just a wisdom roll, not a save, right?
What's that?
The second one's just a wisdom roll, not a save.
Yes. It's a wisdom save as well.
Wisdom save.
I think I gave it to wisdom.
I got a 10, so that's not gonna do it.
Okay, so we'll attack there. I think the creature is going to. It's going to cast so it just starts to starts to call. You can see all these little flitters of ghosts that are kind of coming down and in a ray around it and starting to float around this thing. More of these servants, but these just seem to be smaller. They seem to be attached to it. Whoever this character was in life seemed to be a hoarder of souls, maybe a slaver. And you notice that when he moves his hands, at all of his figures, they're always chained. And when he claps, bits of gold kind of fling off or come out of his pockets. There's always riches coming off of them, but they don't lay on the ground. They just kind of you see them, but they're spectral. Seems to be the embodiment of greed as he casts Spirit Guardian.
Ooh.
So those are now.
Shit.
Wow.
So now that's going to be 15 feet, right? So,
how many feet am I away from him?
So that should be Tempe's definitely in there. Amnon's in there. Dimitri is in there. Elric's in there. I think, and I think that's it. So it's when you move within there, right, on your turn?
Yeah, on your turn.
On your turn. So yeah. So all these, it's like a hurricane of spirits whipping around him to try to protect him. And that's it. So then Dimitri got out of it. But you have to move, right? Or is it, if you stand still, are you good?
Their movement's halved, and whenever they start their turn, they take the damage.
They take the damage. Got it. So then Dimitri should have, because it would have taken before. So you got to make the wisdom saving throw. Dimitri, casting is
to make another wisdom saving throw?
Yes, this is for the Spirit Guardian.
I mean, if you said it's the start of the turn, I got out of it at the end of my turn.
Right. This isn't for the prostrate. This is for the spirit. This is for him having the Spirit Guardians because well, you got out of it, but you're still standing there, which means that on his turn he cast it, and you would, even if you move out of it, you could still kind of move out of it on your turn, but you still got to take the, because you're walking through it. So yeah.
Wisdom save.
No way. No.
Picture.
It's another nat 20?
Another natural 20.
Oh, wow. Suddenly down there.
I'm not lying when I say these are my emergency dice. These are my emergency dice. I keep them in
but they're only covered in 20s.
Right?
Emergency dice, just 20s. I love that.
I'm okay. Okay.
All right, so you don't.
I just want to save those, so I'm good. It's whatever. I don't.
So you take half as much.
I take half damage. I don't even take no damage. I take half damage.
3d8.
That is crazy.
That's a lot of damage.
He rolled really low. That's 2 1s on 2 of those. So 7. So 3 necrotic damage.
Can I hellish rebuke him?
I guess you can.
This
is your reaction, right? Or is it a bonus action? Yeah.
It's a reaction.
Yep.
For hellish rebuke.
So he would have done it. You would have hellish rebuke. Then you would have done your turn. Yep.
Let me grab my spells really quick. Let's go there. It is 15 points of fire damage.
Beautiful. How many? 15?
15.
All right. Beautiful. He's looking weaker as that slams into him, and then Amnon. Or do you still need? You need to break. So now you need to break your. You need to try to break the prostrate and.
Yep. So it's a wisdom save, right?
Yep. Two wisdom saves.
Oh, 2. That's it. Yeah, I got 17 for the first one.
So you're able to rise to your feet.
Okay.
This is for the spirit guardians that are whipping around you.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay, so you only take half, so you take 5 necrotic damage. And then
I am resistant to necrotic damage.
Yep, so it would be 2.
2.
Elric, you're trying to break free.
So I'm no longer prostrate, right? Because I already prostrate.
Yeah, you already broke that, right?
Broke that, yeah. So
Okay,
now it's I didn't break it, but it's just one turn. It's until the end of your after the first turn, right?
Let me make sure.
I already rolled last turn for it.
And you failed, right? Or you?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Oh, right. You're saying it leaves after. Let me see.
Yeah, I think it only has one turn. I think that's what you said. I could have misheard.
You're probably right. No, until the bow ends. You have to keep doing it until the bow ends. It doesn't. It's till the end of your. It's till you. At the end of each of your turns, you can make a check to break it.
Oh, I got.
But if you fail, you got to keep making them. Yeah.
Oh wow! Damn. 12.
You're still stuck.
Yeah.
Sorry. I feel like one day, Sean's just gonna stop playing with me. I'm like,
I give up.
Just like, all right. So yeah, you're still stuck. So then, give me another save for the. Or did I already do that? Let's see. Did I roll those? Let's see for the guardian.
Oh yes, I don't roll then. I just take the full damage. Is that...
You gotta roll to save to take half or full.
Okay. 14.
Jeez. 16. And of course I rolled high on yours.
It's uncanny.
It's ridiculous. 16 necrotic damage on Elric.
And it's full damage.
It's full damage. He should be okay though. He's his first damage that he's taken, right? Like
yeah.
Okay.
Right. Malcolm says carefully. That's his first one, right?
First one, right? Like.
So be it.
Machina, you're up.
Alrighty, yeah, just gonna do that magic missile again. Alright, so that's 4, 4, and 3. Nice. So that's 5, 5, and 4 technically. So a 4 to the 4 to the spirit that took the least damage last time.
Okay.
And then a 5 and a 5. So 1 to the other, and then 5 to the other one, and then 5 to the main guy.
All right. So wait, 4 to the one that took the least damage.
Last time.
I'll choose that one. Okay. Yeah. There's only 2 of them left right on the board.
Yep.
Let me make sure I got this right. Okay, 4 to the one took the least, and then what's the other one?
And then another 5.
Another 5, and then what's going to the big guy?
5.
And then 5.
I got 2 4s and a 3.
Okay. So the other 2 are. So if you're firing out, I'm going off of. So, this is the one back here that's fighting Burr. Probably the one that has the most. This one's looking really, really hurt, and he's of course starting to look a bit staggered. Let's see. So as this magic like just pelts into them, going through his spiritual guardians, many of the souls getting hit and screaming out as they're vanquished. We move to the top of the next
round. Then I'll
round.
move further back if I can.
Yep. All right. Ravi, you are up.
Okay.
And you're over there by Burr.
I am going to I'll just attack the one that's in front of me right now.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
All right, that hits.
For 11 damage.
Dead.
And then I'll bonus action shift.
Okay, so he starts to like turn into his wolf form. His nose kind of coming down a bit. It's stealthy. For the timing, I gotta grab your mini, but yeah, he's shifting. And anything else? Otherwise,
that's it.
Nice. So he's shifting. Eldrekhan, you are. Are you still bowing?
Yes.
Jeez. Oh my gosh. Eldrekhan, you let's see, Amnon's up. You will get advantage on this.
Right on. Before he rolls, he's that entire time, or I know it's been short, but his reptilian side has been staring with like deep rage at this alien being or undead being. And it's like, even though he's magically guided to bow, he has been like fighting with like all his strength to break
nice.
it. 15 with the advantage.
All right. So you break. 15 with the advantage.
Doesn't
break. So you're like trying to stand up and your hands just plant back to the ground. Oh my gosh.
So he continues in that torment.
And Dimitri, you moved outside. You would have moved. Would you have moved outside of the Guardian? You're probably going to try to rush in later. So would you have stayed where you're at?
I would have stayed. Yeah, I would have stayed. So I was gonna rush in.
Okay.
Did he have to make a con save for the or a concentration check for the Spirit Guardian?
Oh, the Spirit Guardian. Yes. For the
And
Spirit
it's only
Guardian.
5 damage. So
Yep.
literally hits the roll like
so it's just.
or 2 or 3.
He just made. It was actually a really roll, but he just made it with this. Was a wisdom modifier. That's what he uses for.
Oh wait, no, it'd be 10.
It's DC 10 con save.
Oh, yeah. Con save. Then he actually just fails. All right. So then, Spirit Guardian drops.
Woo! Woo! This man's got to be pissed at me. Refusing to bow, pelting him with a little bits of magic.
We are at Ravi. Eldrekhan has not got out of it. Tempe, you're up. You're up. You're fighting. You're in there. You still got to make the save for the. Oh, the Spirit Guardians are gone. So yeah, do your thing.
Wait, I gotta make a save though, right?
No, you don't have to make anything. They just drop.
Oh, all right. So what's left? Just the one dude is up?
The one dude here and the one dude in front of you.
All right, the one dude in front of me. I'm gonna go to hit that dude. 19?
Hits.
Oh yeah. Oh. 5 damage.
Takes it. Because so far, ever since Lift went into him, it's just your teeth taking it all.
How can I? Hold on. Sorry. Did I action surge the first time or no?
Yeah, I don't think you ever action surge.
I didn't, right? Okay, so I'm gonna.
You already die.
I'm gonna action surge to do another attack.
Nice.
$15.
Well, that will hit because the AC came down when the thing shattered on the chest.
7 damage.
Whew, okay. So finally, like I imagine Tippy, is this you? That moment where you're like kind of dancing as you're fighting?
He's like flourishing around, like super flamboyantly.
Yeah. Just blade cut.
Yeah.
All right, that one hit too. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. It's got no more. Let's see. Burrfoot, you're up.
By the way, When I took damage, that was after I had already taken my turn, correct?
I'm confused on what do you mean?
I took like 9 damage and necrotic damage, but that was after I had already had my turn, correct? I'm just trying to remember the order. I had a higher initiative than whatever that was, correct?
Yeah, you're always before the indentured servants. So if you took that, you took it. If you took that, it was probably because of the either one of the creatures attacked you, or you were within the. I don't think you were ever in the spirit guardian thing. So if you took the damage, that was because one of the indentured servant spirits.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I just wanted to know.
That would have been after you, yeah, and that would have attacked you after your turn.
Then Hunter's Mark dropped because I rolled a con.
Oh, I got you. That's why, yeah. So no Hunter's Mark. Okay.
I just couldn't remember what the order was. Okay, so
got it. I see why you're asking.
I'm up right now, right?
You're up. You're on your feet.
Okay. First things first, I'm gonna move back.
Okay.
A little bit further out of the frame, and then I'm going to shoot at it. I'm gonna use another luck.
11?
No, I'm gonna use another luck and
okay.
Oh my gosh, and it was a natural 20. That's the best.
No fucking way. What the fuck?
It's Cheryl's vibes just rubbing off up in here. Okay. All right.
Them special dice.
That dice has been rolling horrible all night too. Don't have to give up on dice sometimes. Okay, let's see. So then I don't have Hunter's Mark, but I can do Grom's react.
I'm gonna go steal your die so I can get out of this.
So I just rolled the dice and I just double that amount, or do I roll a second dice?
You roll you double the amount of dice that you're supposed to normally roll for damage, and then add your normal modifier. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so that's 15 piercing, and then Grom's fire is only 1. And then I'm also going to use my bonus action to this time instead have Grom go attack.
Okay, so Grom's rushing in. Oh, a dirty 20 to hit. It hits.
Another 5.
5.
And that's piercing because it's
all right, beautiful melee there. I mean, a set of moves as he's completely reeling from all the blows. The arrow lands this time. It kind of sticks inside the center. And as this happens, his shrouds open up and the chains drop down, and Jim is like has his hands out, still chained, reaching for Uza, and she's kind of like she's been able to, with you all's help, she's been able to break her prostrate, and she's reaching out to him as well. I need Lift can no longer help with the seance. Eldrekhan is still prostrate. You will be at disadvantage, but you can try. Amnon, you'll be at advantage. And what else did I say? And Machina, can you all give me an Arcana check?
23.
Nice. So whatever this looks like in this, in this moment, the world's kind of moving really slow. What do you think Machina contributes to the seance to break Jim free?
I'll say just pelting this dude with more magic missiles.
Okay. Yep. So it's like almost like his energy is pushing forth, him using just the magic. It's kind of as the magic missiles hit, they kind of form these little arcane like glyphs wherever they smash into the creature, onto the spirit. Amnon, what you get?
You're muted.
Yeah, I got a 12.
Okay. How are you contributing?
At this point, I am just trying to concentrate on my own will as much as I can to resist anything, to hit him. I'm getting. I really just want to blast this creature.
Okay. Yeah, and then last but not least, Eldrekhan.
But with disadvantage.
Yes.
A natural 1.
Oh my god.
It's beautiful.
Travis, it's okay to use another dice.
Throw them dice
I'm
away.
so familiar with the grain of the wood.
I'm starting to take a nap.
It's fitting. If at any time, why not now?
And so, yeah, you're hoping that, like, with your other, you're in the back there, kind of like groveling in that corner, and I think, dice rolls aside, Eldrekhan, you are feeling this strange, I guess, sense of not really defeat, but you don't know. You feel feeble, and you feel like which of course I imagine in his mind he wants to be strong, and the darkness inside of you thought was so much stronger, and this, just in this presence, it makes you wonder how much more, I guess, how much more time and that you need to spend or maybe to activate what you feel like you have inside you. It's just not on display here, and I'm sure that brings a lot of conflict in his mind. With Machina and Amnon alone, it's enough to. You can see that Jim is kind of tearing himself away, and then eventually those chains snap, and he falls into her arms. And the minute Uza and Jim grab each other, it's Demetrius' turn.
I'd like to attack this jabroni.
She's in.
Good morning, sir. Beautiful scene. Beautiful scene. Backwards glance for Eldrekhan. I can't help you, man. I've been looking at my spell list. I can't do anything for you.
Even though, again, I always keep forgetting it's creature's turn. It would have attacked. You're still gonna get your attack, but it would have attacked Tempe. For 23. It would have done. He's the first time touching him.
However much damage it does, I would like to use my reaction to channel divinity, rebuke the violent.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's an 18 points necrotic life drain.
Well, I'm glad. How much does that negate it?
But how much is negated?
Rebuke the. I'm not high level enough for it to negate it. It just also takes damage. Sorry.
Got it.
You still take the 18, but it needs to make a wisdom saving throw. DC 12.
Okay, and then Tempe, you need to give me a Constitution saving throw.
18 damage and
it fails.
Con save.
Yep.
Oh, it fails.
I got.
It fails.
Wow. I got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So you would have failed. So your hit point maximum is reduced by that damage.
By 18?
By 18, yeah.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
So you finish a long rest.
We'll long rest. We'll long rest. We're already in the house. I'll go
So Dimitri, you're still up. So you did that reaction, and then you're rushing in, attack.
So it takes 18 points of radiant damage from Rebuke the Violent.
Oh, from Rebuke the. Okay, so just with the reaction, how do you do it?
Seriously? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It goes down. It strikes at Tempe. Demetria just standing up. She just got up the previous turn. The shield illuminates, the eyes illuminate with this blue-white light, and she reaches out the morning star, and she kind of tracks the movement of the creature as it strikes at Tempe, and then she pulls back and just smacks back into it. Light bursts against its skin.
And he just breaks this thing down, and its face kind of blows off of it, and the head is hollow and almost like porcelain, and out pours money, gold coins, and it starts to crumple over and shrink, and as the money just piles up, almost covering the body, you can hear all these souls being freed from it, as they just fly. And what's interesting is that you are in this place you call the House of Spirits, and you don't know if the spirits are leaving or if they're entering the house. they're just like swirling, and there's just like almost like we have like that kaleidoscope of lights, like we have a disco ball. It's almost like that amount of like just little lights and embers, and you can tell that they're all spirits. Some of them floating outside the house, some of them being emitted into the atmosphere, into Waterdeep, but no longer slaves, no longer servants to this being, to no longer a servant to Obzedat, the ghost of Obzedat. And as he is like, he just looks frail, and he looks up at all of you. It's clearly fading away, but if there's anything you want to say or do to this thing, as it's like, and then you see like chains forming like on him, like binding him and wrapping him, almost entombing him.
Does he have a spell book?
He does not.
Oh, I was gonna say Machina would run up and take it.
And it wraps him so tightly. And he kind of gets it, almost like it's turning him into like a coffin of chains. And
Demetria watches an thaumaturgy, because I feel extra right now. Thaumaturgy, deep, booming, intimidating voice, and say, "Muhammad is stronger than you." Yes.
And his eyes kind of bulge out of his eyes, out of his skull, and then, and the coins just as it explodes. Like, there's this tinkering of coins everywhere as it all blows out, but there are no coins. And you're all tired, and then suddenly, as there's a flash of bright light, suddenly you're all still standing around the circle, still holding hands. Nothing's broken in the house. Nothing's out of order.
Thank you for your patronage. Please come again.
Uza is crying tearfully. She's the only one who's let go of your hands, but she's just holding the air like she's hugging something or someone. You know it to be Jim, even though you can't see him. And then you see Lif appear in the middle of the circle, and he goes, Take care of this establishment. It was my greatest honor serving you. And he bows the elf in his bright, fluffy, cuffy shirt, and he begins to like fade away. It is okay. I am just transitioning. It's not been my house for a long time. And he just kind of like disappears.
Demetria looks at Burr. Sad.
I'm pretty sad. I'm like hardcore wrapped like around Rob. I'm pretty...
Happy's bummed too, because he knew how much Lif meant to the bunny friend.
What's Eldrekhan doing?
Yeah, Eldrekhan. And yeah, she's not even. So really, you're all literally still around the circle, and what you feel is that battle happened, but it happened in the seance world. It happened in that plane. It happened in your soul, your spirit, and your mind.
Ravi, what'd you put in that breakfast? Sorry.
Oh. I'd say Eldrekhan is looking straight forward, watching the old woman hug the emptiness, but that is actually her husband. And he's shocked at his inactivity in the experience and being in the presence of something so powerful. But he's...
Are we still injured?
You are. You do feel the fatigue. So if you had cuts or if you were bleeding, you're not bleeding, but you feel where they hit. Like you feel like they're still there, and you feel kind of a vexing, uneasiness in your body. Like Tempe feels like that last touch really took and I'd imagine wherever
hit our 30s.
Tempe, you actually have, if you were ever touched by any of the ghosts, you actually have like prints from their grasps on your bodies.
Oh, did anybody grab me? That's pretty dope.
Yeah, he reached out and grabbed. It's like a grasping touch. I
like got grabbed, right?
Yeah. So you got one. You got one on yours is on like your neck and your shoulder, like under your. And so like if they grabbed like your arm, it went through the leather, right? So the mark is on the skin. Yeah.
That's dope. I like it.
Machina is gonna point at the book and be like, "May I read that now?"
The book. I think I promised to give it to Eldrekhan. But yeah,
Demetria is gonna go over to Eldrekhan. She's gonna sort of telescope. What's it called? Telegraph that she's gonna put a hand on his shoulder, kind of lightly touch his shoulder, and I'll lay on hands. I don't know how injured you got, Travis.
Oh shit! I actually didn't.
You didn't.
Damage.
Never mind. Then she comfortingly touches your shoulder, kind of nudges you a little bit towards Uza, and does like the significant eye glance, like, go talk to her, communicate.
He couldn't do anything during the seance. He couldn't do anything during that fight because he was so focused on the seance.
Channeling.
It's really a good way to think about it. If he was like the core focus, it's like in a dream. He wouldn't know. He wouldn't be able to do anything because he was just like the center.
He was the manager. Yeah. Everything was just rolling downhill.
Good way to say
can I walk past Eldrekhan and see that how he looks? I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and I'm just gonna, really low, lightly just say, you told her you do. You did it. And then I'm just gonna keep walking and I'm gonna start treating Tempe for his wounds.
And Machina is gonna start reading the book.
Well, I was actually gonna say Eldrekhan will look to Demetria like with a vulnerability in his face and his eyes that like has just kind of been struck into him by that spell. Say thank you for your aid, and then just walk over to the old woman and offer out his hand.
Thank you. She still has like tears in her eyes. Thank you for letting me see my Jim. He's okay now, and maybe the book is okay now. I no longer need it. Take care of it. It has a lot of him in it. It was never meant to be a bad book. It's not. I don't think it's evil. I do think there's great power in it, and I do think that these beings are searching for power. Who knows? And she, does Machina have it, or does?
Yeah, he went and picked it up off the floor.
Yeah.
After no one said anything.
Or did the old woman have the book and then?
It was in the center of the floor, so I don't think she would have been hugging Jim. So Machina could have easily picked it up and and be holding it right now for sure.
Kind of like walk over. Excuse me, machine. That belongs to me.
Can I read it?
Absolutely, after I've given it the look through.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ravi's gonna get up and he's gonna kind of walk over to Burr. He's gonna be like, I'm sorry, Burr. And just gonna whisper, say sorry. He walks out into the courtyard.
He's walking out outside into the courtyard.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And with Burr.
No, he doesn't take her. He apologizes and just walks out.
As you walk outside, Ravi, I know you're probably looking for a moment here. Is he going out to look at the moon? Is he going out to talk? Is he going out to kind of have his own self-reflection?
He feels guilty because one of Selune's teachings is or one of the things that she values is like common sense, and he feels like they've been reckless right now, and it especially now that it's cost Burr something dear. So he feels really guilty about that.
As he opens the door, he is shocked that there are roughly 30 city guard standing outside in the courtyard, out in front of, and he's kind of, I imagine Ravi jumps as he opens the door as Stagat was like walking up the stairs about to open, and he kind of gives you a whoa, calm here. I'm just here I need to talk to you all. Can you get your friends to step out?
Yeah, just give me a sec.
Okay.
And I'll retreat back inside.
And he kind of gives a hand and you can tell there's and they're armed. It's an uneasy feeling because whilst the god seems very cool, very chill, I think, just that kind of show of force, it's kind of like, why, is what I think Ravi would feel. So there's a moment where you're by yourself. Ravi, when you go back inside, what do you say and tell?
He probably says it not in any sort of like, oh, there's urgency or anything, but he's just kind of like, there's 30 guards or so outside Captain Staggett's here.
Say what he wanted?
I don't know, he said he wants to talk to us.
He's just gonna read the books in the corner.
Should probably do something though. They're armed.
There's a boom boom. I am coming in.
Mitra kind of angles herself between Ravi and the door if she can.
Stagat walks in. Good evening to you all. I'm sorry to be here like this, but we've met. I have some respect for you all, but we're doing our job tonight, and I've got some questions we need answered. Insight, okay?
I promise that I am not lying. It's another natural 20.
What the fuck?
With technically my insight is a -1, so it's a 19. But I did roll a natural 20.
The look in his eye says that he does need to talk to you, but it's not good. And you know that he's definitely withholding information, but not necessarily in the most deceptive way, as much he's trying. You can tell that he has authority here, and he's actually being quite reserved. He's asking politely for you to step outside.
Atria shoots a look at Tempe, glances towards Eldrekhan, and she walks towards the captain.
Okay, so she's
follows close behind.
Who else follows?
Burrfoot.
Ravi.
With Brom. This is a family scenario
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say before I walk, are we in trouble? Because if we're not,
it's not up for me to decide.
I may not come. I may not go there.
So would you not go?
Yeah, I don't think I would. Yeah.
What would you say?
Let's stay back.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys. As they are walking towards the door, still inside of the house, and Demetria volunteered up to walk, and the battle fam followed. I look to his name's Stugat.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say, I suggest you go tell your men to stay outside until you call upon them. You speak with us within. You tell us everything that's going on, actually, truthfully. And we will let you know when you can go out and...
Wisdom save?
Yes, DC 14.
Nat fucking 20.
And
Eldrekhan.
So now he knows he cast it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she shakes it, Eldrekhan, when you kind of do the motion from through the window outside, you can see that behind the guards there's a mage like who's also like casting, and Stugat like kind of shudders for a second, and he goes, I thought better of you all.
I'm casting Long Stride on myself and running upstairs. Machina has been captured once, never again.
He backs up. He backs out of the door to where he is. I don't know what you call yourself, but all of you, the owners of Troll Skull Manor, are here under arrest. We ask that you come out, surrender your arms, and do this peacefully.
Demetria with us, or is she with them right now?
Who?
Is Demetria with us?
Demetria walked towards the door, but it seemed like kind of I kept her inside the doorway because I felt like Eldrekhan intercepted her. But you can see all of the guards outside. It kind of starts to, there's a bit of like rain that starts to come down a bit.
Wait, hold on.
If that's the case, if Demetria's inside, I'm going to tell Demetria, everybody get away from the door. I'm going to cast darkness right outside that door.
Guys, you are fucking with the city guard of Waterdeep now. I'm letting you know right now. You just committed a huge crime by trying to cast suggestion on the captain.
Demetria would walk outside the door. Demetria would feel the intention of all this. And
if you want to go here, I'm not saying no. I'm not DMing trying to. I just want to know: do you want to upheave and change the? You're definitely gonna change the tone of your campaign. And I want that to be your choice.
I'm gonna look at Amnon and be like, do we know if there's any other exits here? If not, we may have to just follow them for now.
And on a meta level, I'm not sure if it's has a different ruling or something, but looking at the spell, it's not like Friends where they know that you did it right after.
Is it not?
At least it doesn't say it in the text. But if you want to rule it that way, I'm down.
Okay. I've ruled it that way already.
Yeah.
And one thing I already had in the way it's written is they have a mage outside, because I imagine they don't just go anywhere.
Kind of like detecting, yeah.
And that mage is detecting you all's magic, because he knows you guys are like pretty strong, right? So yeah.
Eldrekhan is screwed.
Machina's
so maybe Stagat doesn't know, but like the other guy, like they're getting a bad feeling. Yeah, they're like
probably Stagat's like, you said that in a very specific way.
Yes. No one Machina's already on the second floor.
Here's what I want to say. I want to say that I don't think Demetria would be down to be running from the guards at this point. If Amnon and Elric want to run, they can run, but I think Demetria will be.
Yeah, it's almost like there's a party split. Do half of y'all run out the back? I mean, or
you can come me out of prison later.
Machina can get away. I know this.
Is Machina refusing to? Okay.
Well, Amnon will go. I can cover us. Let's all run.
But do we have another exit? I don't even know if there is another option.
Malcolm said that we can run out the back.
There are exits at the back.
The back.
There's one in the kitchen that goes outside, and one at the back door behind the bar.
And Demetria.
Demetria isn't justice.
And we've lived in Waterdeep long enough to know that once you escape the house, there's a barrier, a border of extreme, like a checkpoint. Just like every exit has a system of checkpoints.
Oh, you mean the guards?
Yes.
Can Demetria turn towards Captain Stagat, and she's gonna kind of hold her hands, and she's gonna be like, "Look, right? I'm sure you can sense that there's a lot of rising tensions. If you can tell us what we're under arrest for, I think you can save yourself and all of your men a lot of trouble."
I think if you understand the situation and you would come out willingly if you have nothing to hide. But
does anybody in this city have nothing to hide?
But if you ask, I will oblige Demetria. Is she in the doorway? I take it.
Yeah, she's like in the doorway. She's like there in her stolen armor.
Can you bring? Can you bring? He kind of turns to one of the other guards. Like there's a bunch of them all bunched up, and there's a bit of pitter patter in the rain. He goes, I will explain the charge, but is Elric there? Is he a part of the group?
I'll walk up.
Today. Oh shit.
I'll walk up. I'll just walk up to him and be like, screw it. What is it? What do you want? What do you want with us?
And actually, before you walk up, if I hear that, he calls you by your original name.
Oh shit.
Secret names?
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
You remind me what that is?
Yeah, Montague.
He says, "Is Montague there?"
Yeah.
I don't know anybody by that name.
I was about to, like, Burrfoot's like, what the fuck? That's such a cool name.
Look, Captain, I don't know who you're looking for, but no one by the name of Montague is in the party.
I'll walk up.
When
I hear that. How do you know my name? And did my uncle send you?
Suddenly, out of the crowd of guards, Lord Baratheon and Captain Rashad walk up.
That's what I thought.
Next to Captain Stagat, and goes, and they point. And Captain Rashad says nothing, and Baratheon says, "This is the man who is an imposter in my family. This is the man who brought the group of Zentarum. They are all Zentarum thugs. These are the group that attacked my home. I barely escaped with my life." And he says, "Will you swear to Lord Lathander on this in a court? I will, says Lord Varassian. And then he goes, well, we will sort this out, but we must take you in.
Just gonna coldly look at him, spit on the ground in front of him, and just say, do whatever you want. I'm not running away from you anymore.
Sucks we live in a world that has zone of truth in it.
And so are you...
But I'm gonna look to Captain Sagat and be like, but this man is lying.
All right. So will we fight or will we put down our arms?
Machina was not involved in this whole...
I know, you're upstairs, Machina.
No, I'm saying like in the first place, at the whole incident at the manor, he was only there like...
You cut a dude's arm off, bro.
A Zentrum dude's arm.
They're going to be looking for anybody in the house, but if you...
Yeah, they didn't see me though. Those two specifically have never seen me.
Eldrekhan's going to speak up and looking at Elric and just say, Elric, you don't have to do this.
I'm just gonna say to Sagat as he says that, you don't need to worry about any of these people. It was just me. You just deal with me. Then leave them out of it. I'll come with you.
No.
But
they all come, Lord Varassian pipes in. And I'm sorry, Monty, they all are charged with attacking a noble, assault on a noble. But if you have a defense, it can be cleared. I pray you are, you don't hang.
I'll take out my sword, my rapier.
Some of the guards are like have crossbows and they're like looking like one of the guards are like, like these guys aren't coming. Like you're starting to hear them like get itchy, like, nah, this isn't right.
Demetria reaches up to like sort of grab the back of Elric's armor and looks at him.
I'll just look back. I'll take out my rapier. I'll just throw it at my uncle's feet.
It clankers clearly the ground.
And I'll just walk towards Staggy with my arms out. And I'll look to my uncle and say, this isn't over.
You think that, boy. You think that. And so as they take, two of the guards start to take Elric into custody. Stagad kind of looks down at the ground. You can tell he's challenged by this. He goes, and the rest of you?
Demetria takes her morning star and she kind of looks at it and she looks at Staggett and she like holds it out towards him and says, this means more to me than you'll ever understand. I'm not just going to leave it in the street. You say you're an honorable man.
We will collect all of your belongings, and if you are found without guilt, they will all be returned to you.
She like
he takes it.
She like holds it to her head for a second, and then she hands it off to him.
And he
I'm sorry, guys.
He kind of leans
sorry,
in and
everybody.
goes. He kind of leans as close to. We're very close to Demetria. He goes, I believe you, but this is out of my control.
Amnon's gonna walk over and just have a big smile on his face and hand over his quarterstaff that is attached to his Patreon. So it's gonna be. So I'm hoping he feels it.
And as they cuff each one of you, you notice that the mage comes around and like blesses each one of the cuffs. These little sigils light up on them as. Machina is still upstairs, so
yeah, I'm on the third floor by now.
Machina's eating books. Machina's trying to swallow the evidence. Just
I hear you have a metal man.
We don't really like have him. He's just kind of here.
Okay.
Yeah,
if he refuses, we will. Is there anyone that is just not surrendering other than Machina?
I will say Burrfoot is looking at the group like, we're really letting this happen, you guys. This is really what our choice is.
I mean, Elric and Dimitri are already in cuffs right now. And Amnon.
Yeah. I'll look back towards them, kind of like giving them a stare. If they need a distraction, I'm willing to do something to give them time if they want to run. But I'm just kind of looking like I'm going, but if you need me to do something, let me know. I'll try to create a distraction.
Frankly, same. I can slam those doors shut with thaumaturgy.
Yeah, I would just, just let everybody know, like, Axel's still around here somewhere. He's here. You can help him.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I could. As Uza kind of buzzes out, and she's like, "What are you all doing? These are good people. They just have Sigma." And then one of the guards kind of rushes in, SWAT style, and grabs the little lady and picks her up off her feet, and like rushes her off to the side.
Oh God.
Question, Malcolm. Is this a place where I could run into a church and claim sanctuary, or no?
Old School Alley has no church. I mean, you'd have to just.
I'll run all the way to the Sea Ward.
So you're going out the back door, or you?
Ravi takes his shoes off, starts running.
I have that urchin background. I can move twice as fast to the city.
Yeah, I'm only choosing the run because I have a 50 movement.
Where are you? Are you going out? Are you leaping off the roof? Are you going? Which way are you trying to do this?
I'll do it. I'll jump off the. I'll go through the roofs if I have to.
I'll need a stealth check against a very watchful presence around the house.
Need like a sad acoustic version of the Never Split the Party song.
Yeah.
19.
One of the guards goes, "Look, one of them escaping!" As he sees it. He goes, "You're making this very difficult." You like several shots go off of the crossbows. 17, a 13, and an 18. Do two of those hit?
2 of those hit.
So you take.
Oh, I would say Machina had already jumped out if someone else is now doing that.
You didn't say that, Machina. So you said you were standing upstairs.
I didn't know anyone else was escaping.
And then as you, so you get hit by 12 piercing damage as you get, but you continue on, and he goes, "Don't worry, it won't get far. We've got perimeter around here." And so, like, I imagine you just kind of see Ravi like kind of running across the rooftops, like with those 2 arrows in his side. Those 2 bolts, and one of them looks and goes, "There's one in the window up there," and they start like firing at the window, kind of firing at Machina. Those all miss.
And then I'm gonna jump out the window and cast Mirror Image.
Okay.
So now there's 4 Machinas, and they're all gonna split off and go different directions.
All right. Down to Burr, Tempe, and Tempe, Burr, and Eldrekhan.
I'm going with Demetria.
Okay. Eldrekhan and Burr.
Burrfoot's gonna look around like, "Wow, guys. Wow, can't do this by myself." So she's gonna go, but she's gonna tell Rom to stay there. Also, it's in Draconic, so these motherfuckers don't understand it. So I'm gonna tell him in common out loud, like, "You stay here," but then in Draconic, I'm gonna be like, "Will you follow us?" as sneakily as you can, okay?
Yeah.
Eldrekhan's gonna say in Draconic to Burrfoot, "We can still run."
After that, we can.
And I rolled a 19 for any sort of acrobatics check I maybe need to make running along rooftops.
He's gonna look to Burrfoot and then Draconic again, just say like, "You have my back in there, I'll have yours."
I don't think it's enough between the two of us.
Who knows what it's gonna be like in there?
She will follow you. If you start to run, she'll dip out hard with Grom. She doesn't do well being kept in one place against her will.
Eldrekhan's gonna like look at the group who's already been restrained and say like,
they're being put into the back of a little wagon. Well, they haven't been put in it yet, but so you gotta talk to them. Yeah, go ahead, continue.
they all literally just did me a huge favor. I'm gonna use this as recompense. And he's gonna walk over, let the shackles be put on him, but before he does, he's gonna look at the like rich old guy, the noble that sold us out. Is that your uncle?
Yeah.
He's gonna look to him and cast suggestion and say, I suggest you sell half of your wealth and give it to the poor.
Oh, wow.
Within the next 8 hours.
It's good with it's 18.
All right, didn't happen.
Yeah, it's a good. You kind of
Good
go.
suggestion.
Okay, of course he doesn't know what happened, but he like gets this thought. He goes, "Stupid thought."
He gets a tempy thought like, "Ew, the poor."
Meteor gives Eldrekhan a nod of respect.
Yeah. And so, they load you all into this kind of like wagon pulled by horses. And
Elric's just gonna say to them, whoever came with him, I'm sorry, guys. I really am. I am going to try to find a way to make sure all your names are cleared. Leave this between me and my uncle. It's what it should be anyway. I'll do what I can.
Meteor's gonna kind of lean forward, like elbows on her knees, like in the paddy wagon, sort of spread up her hands, like, unfortunately, Elric, we are gonna figure things out. Yeah.
Sure. I hope so.
We'll look towards Elric and just say, favor for a favor, yes?
Huh. That's a pretty big favor, Eldrekhan.
You just fought a giant undead demon thing that almost killed us.
Hope we get out of this.
Tempe looks at Elric and says, I'm going to continue to call you Elric.
I'm fine with that.
It'll just be like, besides, eventually, one of those spells is going to land, Eldrekhan.
One of these days.
Yeah. Just give me a warning next time, and I'll start throwing command out, too.
Oh, damn, tag team.
Fair enough.
And so, as the wagon begins to pull away, Dimitri, you look out and you can see the probation officer sitting on the front porch, and he kind of like still chewing on a straw, and it gives you a wink, like, you kind of hear a little, almost like you hear him in your mind, like, you'll be okay, I hope. And the Stagaten kind of breathes a sigh and he goes, all right, well, are you happy? We'll see where this shakes out. And to Lord Verassian and Captain Rashad, and they go, "You will find it. This is the truth, and we have the proof to prove it." And he says, "Okay." And he goes, and then he turns to one of the other guards nearby, and he goes, "Put out the, kind of like the ABP on those that ran," and he's like, calling the squad, just tell them kill on sight. It's kill on sight, and then we'll just kind of push in on his face as we crash to black and end there. Good kid.
No, that's my boy.
Kill on sight.
No, my son is out there. My boy's out there. Change my mind. Elric needs to break out right now.
Malcolm,
Yes.
Did you see my DM?
No, I didn't. Let me see.
Well, we're gonna have to undo this shit, real motherfucker.
Here,
That's not
in
good.
honor of,
That's not
I want
good
to
at
draw
all.
attention. In honor of Travis's work this evening, sorcerer shit.
Oh
Have
shit!
your flag now.
I like it.
You've earned it.
Some shifty sorcerer shit.
He observed probably a good portion of it, mocking it, but I don't think he has memory of it because he wasn't in control.
Darn. I was hoping I could just show up at the trial later and then hologram what I saw.
Yeah, I
from
think
the
it's
incident.
because remember we only have that one video of the stone in your hand from the eye socket, so maybe it's somewhere deep in there. Maybe there's some checks I can require for you to, but I'll think about that. I'll think about that further. But right now he doesn't. It's not like he doesn't have it on. He doesn't have it on like recall. Damn, you guys made a hard choice there. That's gonna be a. There might be some consequences for this one, for these choices. I mean,
Did you see my DM, Sean? When you were.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I did see that.
I
don't think
I
we
yanked you back and then thaumaturgied the door shuts. We could have tried to book it.
We could have tried to book it. I was thinking about it, but I don't know.